Focus right there. This was my poor financial decision of 2025. Now, was it really a bad idea? So I had bought this thing because I really liked these Ford Focuses. I actually had a 14 SE for the longest time. It was just so practical and nice. And whenever I would see an RS on the road, which wasn't very often, I would always just look and I'd be like, that is just so clean. And then when I was finally realizing like, shit, I could probably buy one of those and go broke. Well, here we are. So why exactly did I pick the RS? Well, for one, they're not very common. You don't see them very often. Two, I knew that I could film YouTube content with it because I've always wanted to do YouTube. I've had a couple stints. One was semi-successful, which that's a whole nother story. I just knew that I could start making content with it. So it's kind of like I took a gamble, if that makes sense. Being 21 years old and in college, this was definitely not the, ideal financial choice. I definitely should have gone for like a Honda Accord or something, but who the fuck wants a Honda Accord when you can buy one of these? With it being all-wheel drive, 6-speed manual with a turbo, how could you go wrong? Of course, I had other choices. I could have gone for like a Golf R. I could have gone for an ST. And that's another conversation as to why I picked the RS over the ST. It was actually a harder decision than you think. And of course, the build quality just so much better than a Subaru. And I really wanted one of these. And these hold their value surprisingly well compared to other cars. Now, this one is relatively stock. It has a couple things done to it. Previous owner had put some yellow tint over the fog lights, which I really like. Gives it that more of a rally look. It is on stock suspension, which it sits kind of low. We're going to change that. I will definitely make a video of me lowering it. Stock wheels. I love these stock wheels. I mean, look at these stock brakes and wheels that you can get on these RSs. I mean, how fucking beautiful is that? Did put an exhaust on it since I purchased it. Previous owner had put this little Mountoon sticker on there. I'll probably peel that off, but I thought that was kind of cool. I did put the Ford Performance Borla exhaust on it because it did keep you can kind of see it right there. Well, right there it is. It did keep the factory exhaust valve. That was a big thing for me. I did not want to remove the exhaust valve feature because I think it's cool how you can open and close it. And of course, the car is beautiful. I mean, like all the angles. I've always been a big Ford guy, and I didn't think this would be attainable at this age. It really was not a great decision. I'm really stupid for buying this, but just look at that. Just look at that. I mean, how freaking cool is that? Like I did mention, pretty dang stock. They did put a crossover pipe, which gets rid of that kink. That's a pretty common mod. I did put a green filter in it, which I'm going to post a quick video on that soon, the before and after. The turbo got way louder with this filter. Very cheap and easy mod. Stock turbo, if you put a bigger turbo on them, they like to blow the fuck up, so probably won't do that with this car. Oh, and before I close the hood, I forgot to mention, it does have a Mountoon short throw shifter. You can kind of see it there, and I have driven one of these without the short throw shifter. That really cleans up all the slop, so definitely a good mod. And just a quick once over of the interior. Just look at this. You get some Recaros with blue stitching. There's blue stitching everywhere. Steering wheel. I mean, you got it in the doors. Heated Recaros. I mean, pretty simple. I mean, you got all the Ford plastics. You got the gauges and everything. You got boost and all that. And I mean, this isn't really a review video. I'm more or less just kind of quickly going over it. These are just super cool. But I'll quit the yapping. Like I said, not really a review video. Let's drive this thing. All right, so now driving this thing, every time I get behind the wheel of this thing, this is the first car where I've had it. Every time I turn this thing on, it puts a smile on my face. I know we've all been in that car before where it's just you get in it and you're just happy to be in it. So the startup with the exhaust setup I have now it's not bad. There's a little bit of a rumble. But like I said, these Recaros they just bolster you in. Some people hate them. I've had some people in my car where like, dude, like this, like I don't like this at all. I personally love it. And of course you get a sunroof. Some people don't like that because it's just another thing to break. I love it because in the summertime, it's just gonna be a great thing to open up. Another thing I really like about this car is it's a sleeper. A lot of people don't know what these are. And so when you get up next to someone, they don't know exactly what these things are capable of. This isn't some fucking boosted G80 M3 that fucking puts out 800 horsepower. It's nothing crazy, but for what it is, it's very quick. And it just drives, it loves to corner. And my God, just the combination of it just feels so planted. You're hitting corners and you're banging gears. Ooh, you hear that? Fucking love that noise. So when you're banging gears and you're hitting corners, this car just loves to do that. For the record, I am working on getting a different camera set up. I know this is really bumpy when I'm driving, and I don't really like that. Holy shit. I fucking love that. I mean, the thing's got launch control. It's a Ford Focus that comes from factory with launch control. I mean, Ford was cooking. Like, how else can I put that? Ford was cooking when they made these things. But back to what I mentioned earlier, I really do want to give this YouTube thing a real shot, and that's partially why I bought this and I was willing to take the leap, because I felt mentally I'm ready to take that leap and try and take YouTube seriously. I can definitely do better when it comes to camera equipment and setup, but it's a learning process. I know no one starts perfect, but it's definitely something I want to try, and buying this car was definitely a stepping stone. I just want to be myself. I don't want to filter myself, and whether that works or not, I mean, that's really the key to success, right? Being yourself, that's what everyone says, and I feel the same way. Whether that gets me canceled or not, or people don't like me for who I am, who cares? I just want to be myself, and I want to make these videos because I like making them, and I want to throw them on YouTube, and this is one of them. I've got a couple videos actually already made that I recorded previously that I refused to upload until I made this video. It's like my debut in a weird way. Not that everyone's going to watch them in chronological order, but I definitely wanted to make this video first before I made those go live. I think my goal here is to have a video up every Sunday, once a Sunday. I think that's doable. Record one video a week, maybe record a couple in a weekend, and then have them pre-planned for a Sunday. Yeah, I really want to do that. I have some good ideas planned, and they're not all going to be Focus RS videos. I mean, I'm going to go to like car meets and shit, and just stuff that I want to film and stuff that I think is funny, and some of them may not even have anything to do with cars. I just want to be myself and make these videos, do crazy shit. I'm thinking about ordering those Meta glasses, and that would have been great for this right here. You guys could have seen my POV, you know? I think that'd be definitely a good investment. But yeah, let me know what kind of stuff I should post, because I'm definitely going to take a good crack at this. I'm going to give it my all this time. I'm definitely going to do some mods to this thing. I'd like to do wastegate actuator, a bigger intercooler. There's so many little mods that I want to do to this thing. When I do those installs, I'm definitely going to make videos and post them here, and just little fixes and bullshit here and there. But expect those from me in the future. So I'll end with this. Was it a bad decision? Well, not really. I really think that this will help me with YouTube, of doing like a stepping stone. I wanted the car regardless, so even if this doesn't work out, I've got a fun car that makes me happy, and at the end of the day, that really is what matters, right? We always want to be happy in life. Financially, I wouldn't say I'm ruined, but I'm definitely stretching my limits for where I'm at. You know, college student who's got tuition, insurance, and now a car payment, which I did put a majority down, thankfully, but I still got a decent car payment. I've definitely got some things to think about. But all in all, if I'm being completely honest with myself, I don't think this was a bad decision, and we'll see where this YouTube thing goes. But I think that about sums it up. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and consider subscribing, because I want to make some more videos. So yeah, peace out.